Wow, welcome everybody. So cool. I'm glad everybody could make it today. This is awesome.
Hi.
We do have the Equitable team joining us. Hello, how are ya? And Deb, I gave you access to watch people in the waiting room, so click participants at the bottom there. And just in case if I'm talking and we got to let everybody in, we still have some people. I'm gonna mute all. All right, speakers, I'm gonna hit mute all for everybody. Just unmute when, go ahead, Deb.
Okay. Davey, I have someone that's wanting to come and she did not RSVP, so I'm going to let her, I need to send her a link.
Great, you can handle that in the back of the house. That'd be awesome, thank you.
Yes.
All right, well, welcome everybody to our Talk workshop. This is an amazing moment and a great platform to get teachers together to be able to talk about things that are happening in the classroom, things that are happening in the district, all for your benefit. And that's where we come in, Inc., Investing in Kids. We are your education foundation. We make sure resources and innovative programs are installed into your classroom all year long. So I'm so happy today that we're going to be talking about what we can benefit you right now, going through all the pandemic and this crazy year that you guys we're all going through and surviving. But we just want to connect, and our great sponsors, Equitable Financial, are here today too. But without further ado, I want to turn the floor over to our Executive Director, Donna Luters.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for attending tonight's talk. Just kind of wanted to first and foremost say thank you for what you do in the classrooms every day. It is amazing. It makes us work so hard to ensure that we provide you with the most amount of resources possible. You are our heroes, and we want you to know that. I mean, we have programs at the elementary level. We have programs for middle and high school students, and we have programs that directly benefit you. Free school supplies, and our upcoming Teacher of the Year celebration. So, just want to say again, thank you, and look forward to working with each of you. If there's anything that you hear or you have a frustration because you don't have something in your classroom, reach out to us. If we don't have it readily available, we can find a resource to make it happen. So I hope that you feel that we're a friend and that you can lean on us at any time. So thank you.
Well, speaking of friends, Donna, we have some extraordinary sponsors to making this happen. We usually do this in person, and it's an awesome moment, but this time it's going to be super special. I know Nate Wheeler, are you on the call? Bueller.
Can you hear me all right?
There you are.
Yeah.
Everybody, this is Nate Wheeler from Equitable Financial. He's going to talk a few words about his journey into St. Johns County School District.
Well, I appreciate it, Davey. So I actually grew up in St. Johns County schools. I went to Julington Creek, then graduated to Fruit Cove Middle, and finally Creekside High School before going off to Florida State and moving back to my hometown. The coolest thing about working in St. Johns County is, being able to give back to those who basically built me and my brothers coming up through JCE. Woohoo, there we go. Go Jaguars. And no, the coolest thing about what I do is really just being able to give back and make an impact on, those teachers that have helped me and my brothers really shape who we are. What I do at Equitable is we help with the 403B plans with the district. If you're not familiar with what the 403B is, essentially that is like the 401k that the district has. So basically helps you save for retirement. And basically what we do is we help to basically break down what all of that stuff means, because it's not it's not the most interesting stuff in the world, but basically just putting that into, legible notes, explaining exactly what that is, and then helping with any action items from there. But that is really how we help and the impact that we like to think that we have. But otherwise, our partnership with Inc. Spans into more than that. Helping with Teacher of the Year and prize patrol and all that good stuff. So really happy to be here and really appreciate all that you guys do. And I'll pass it back to Davey to get into tonight's activities.
Awesome. Thank you, Nate. That's pretty cool. So we have a celebrity guest. Well, on my screen, she's to the left of me. I have no idea where she is on your screen, but Lori Price is our current Teacher of the Year. At the time when she won, Lori, you were at the Webster School, and now you're at Ocean Palms Elementary, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey as Teacher of the Year? Like when it started, like where there's a lot of people listening to you right now. Like tell a little bit about the journey and how Inc. helped you through Teacher of the Year campaign.
Well, it was an exciting thrill. All of it's such an honor to be nominated by your peers from your school and to be the Teacher of the Year for your school. And then as far as, past that, then the interview was a really nerve-wracking experience for me, but it was a good one. I think it was good to kind of really think about why I do what I do kind of thing. And then when they show up at your school to tell you that you are one of the finalists, that is an extremely exciting day, full of emotion.
Because you just don't see it coming, right? It's all of a sudden, it's like, pow, right in your face, right?
Yes, I had no idea. Yeah, I had absolutely not on my radar, no idea. So yeah, that was exciting.
Do you remember the moment with your prize patrol and what happened in that moment? You thought we were somebody else.
I did. We'd had a rough day in my class that day. And so the kids were in the cafeteria. When they came to get me from my classroom, I thought something bad had happened. Somebody was hurt or something like that. So basically in all of the pictures, I look like I'm about to cry because I was. So yeah, but the kids were excited. Like they felt a part of things, which was one of the best things, is that the kids feel so invested and like they had, they were a part of that. And so that was super fun, super exciting. And Inc. made us feel like we were all that and so special.
Because you are all that and so special. You inspired the youth of our community to be better individuals. Everybody on this call, actually. That's the amazing part about being a teacher. So yeah. With your journey as a teacher, you went Title I school. I mean, you've seen Inc.'s programs. One of our beautiful programs is our early learning literacy program. That's FLY, 5 Learning Years. Have you ever seen that in action at the Webster School?
There were children from our school that benefited from that, and to put those books and to put that experience into the hands of those kids who otherwise may not have it, that's crucial to their early experience as they come in to kindergarten. It makes a huge difference. And for Inc. to do that, yeah.
Thank you. And it's something that we're super passionate about. So passionate that we actually convinced our program director to join us today for 5 minutes because she is slammed busy trying to make sure that all students that need this service get it. So I would like to introduce in the dark. Oh, maybe not. Maybe she'll be
I'm trying to come on. Hold on.
Oh, here she is. Mary Alice Hayes, everybody, is the director of FLY, 5 Learning Years. Mary Alice, could you tell us a little bit about the history of the program and how it's benefiting students in St. Johns County School District?
Yes. So in January, I'll be starting my 7th year. But before I came, basically members of the community came together because they had seen that in St. Johns County, particularly in the Hastings area and the 32084 areas, only 49% of kids were showing up ready for kindergarten. And so FLY is unique in the sense that it really came from the community. And people came together and said, what can we do? And did their research and discovered Nemours Bright Start early literacy program for success, which is, scientifically based, and it actually was developed as an early detector for dyslexia. And that's how it started. And then we came together and said, okay, how early could we intervene, and how do we catch the kids that maybe aren't going to pre-K, et cetera. So that's how it started. What it's turned into is mostly I hire retired educators or educators that were in the classroom for a long time and then decided they didn't want the whole classroom responsibility with all of that, but still want to contribute. And they do intervention with students that are basically test in the bottom 60th or so percentile on initial screenings. And then we talk to the teachers, the classroom teachers, because of course, you know, a test only shows a little bit of the picture. And so then we give this list and say, here are the scores, you know, what do you think? And then from there, kind of pick what students need the intervention the most. And then the tutors come in 2 mornings a week for 25-minute sessions at a time, because of course, you know, they're 4 and 5 years old, so you can't have long sessions. And basically just try to give them that little extra attention using this curriculum. And it worked. And then Nemours came out with a level 2, which is for kids in kindergarten. And we piloted that actually at Webster, and that was successful too. And so eventually we expanded not just into the Title I pre-Ks, but into the Title I kindergartens. And then over the years, some other schools had reached out that weren't Title I, but had said, hey, we have an issue here, can you help? And we came up with the funding, and then we went into those schools too. So it's really grown so much. I think the first year we had a pilot, there was 10 students, and last year we had 325 students.
Wow.
Right, at pre-K and kindergarten, and 100% were there just to support what the teachers in the classroom are already doing. And just, you know, obviously the teachers already have so much they have to do and what are required to do, and kids move at different paces within the classroom. So what we try to do is do a little small group. So it's only 4 kids in a group. Sometimes if a child is really struggling even with that, we'll do one-on-one and just try to give them a little extra so that by the end of pre-K or the end of kindergarten, whatever level, they're online with their peers. And yeah, it's been successful, and I think it's helpful, and we just doing the best we can. It's been a weird year, but so far we were happy to be in there. We did have to make the program a little smaller this year, but we're still there, and we've been really lucky so far. This was the first week we had kids that had to be quarantined. But I think it's only been for this whole year, 8 students had to be quarantined, not because they tested positive, but because they came in contact with somebody. So that's pretty good.
And I have to also sing kudos to Mary Alice for what she does. At the end of last year, we spoke with Bethany Groves, the principal at Webster, and she just, for whatever reason, decided to take an assessment of the kids that have been in our FLY program, you know, for the last, you know, they were there 3 years ago, just to see if they were still on point with their peers and making gains. And you know what? They were. So this program really, really works.
What's it, like a 400% success rate or something? Like,
it's been pretty, I mean, so again, I need to say, because it's not just us, it's, you know, they're obviously growing most from being in the classroom, and then we're supplemental. But what we found in our screenings is on Get Ready to Read screening, which is what we use as our baseline for pre-K, every single year the students have improved by 100%. Meaning when they came in, they may have known nothing or, you know, maybe 2 letters and no sounds. And by the end, they know all of them. So again, it's a collaboration, but yes. And then in kindergarten, we do more letter identification and and sounds. And so they're screened in different areas. And that's kindergarten in that area is where we've seen huge, huge growth. Some of the kids have improved up to, 500% from when they came in.
So Mary Alice, I'm going to flip to the chat box because you have quite a fan base
Oh,
here.
I don't even know where
No,
it
that's
is.
okay. You're talking and we're going to manage this. So Megan Young says, how are students identified for being a good fit for Fly?
Right. So what we do is at the beginning of the school year, we reach out to the classroom teachers and we say, are you noticing any students that you think could use extra help? And that's why the program really doesn't start until school's been in session about a month or maybe 5 weeks. And the teachers will always say, yes, here's some kids we're, a little concerned about. And they send those kids to us, and then they've already done the Get Ready to Read screener with them, usually in pre-K. We do it in kindergarten, and they do it in pre-K. And they'll send us those results. And then from there, we'll say, okay, here's the kids we've identified in the bottom 60th percentile. And then we send that list, back to them. And then they'll go through again and say, oh, I thought he needed it, but he's actually catching up really quickly. We don't need to put him in. I don't know why this kid scored so high because he definitely needs it. Can we put him in? And we say, absolutely, you know best, So that's how they're identified.
Mary Alice, Isaac has a question. Is there a limit that Fly has for our schools?
Yes, because unfortunately, funding is always an issue. But even when we have enough funding for a school, there's also, as you guys know, there's certain blocks you can't pull students from. And so it also depends on, is there space and time enough to meet all the students that require our help? So what we try to do is 2.5 hours in the morning. So in each session being 25 minutes with 5 minutes to switch. So that's usually about five groups of students, or about 20 students in pre-K a day. And that's usually our limit. Sometimes, for example, Mill Creek called us and they had more kids than we had time blocks in the morning. And so this year we actually added an afternoon session over there because that's when we could work it out. And it can get complicated because you're trying to fit around the kids' schedules and then our schedule and the tutors' schedule. Luckily, they're usually pretty amazing. Like the tutor over there, she comes in the morning, then she goes over to Webster, and then she goes back in the afternoon on another 2 days. So
wow, yeah. So Mary Alice and Donna, for this matter too, where do you see like the future of Fly going? Where do you see the growth? Do you see more of it spreading out throughout the district? Where do you see the future?
I definitely think that, especially after this year, and hopefully things will, be back to normal. I think our numbers will be back where they were last year, provided we can keep, raising funding. Like we've been able to through grants, etc. Only because I've had some new schools call and say, hey, how do we get you out here? Mm-hmm. Can you put us on the list? Or, we have more students at this school. Could you start an afternoon session maybe and add some more students? So if we have the funding, my dream is that any student that the teacher thinks needs help, we can go help. I hate for funding or time or anything to be the reason. To me, when the teachers call and say, can you help this student? I want to be able to say, absolutely. So I think it'll grow as we grow. Yeah.
Yeah, we see the value of it. And so that's our job, is to ensure that every child has this opportunity. Yes.
Right.
Kristen, if you are out there and if you can hear us, would you speak up on your involvement with the Fly program Kristen was one of our past Rookie of the Years in St. Johns County, and she's seen Inc. grow and this program grow. So I'd love if you could speak on behalf of Fly.
I am here. I can
Hi,
hear you.
Kristen.
Hi, guys. I have to say that I had not heard of Inc. before receiving the Rookie of the Year award. And I was at a meeting very similar to this, the outreach to the Rookie and Teacher of the Year meeting. And I had no idea all of the amazing things that were happening behind the scenes. And so I was really excited when I came and kind of was told of the program. And my first thing was, how can I help and how can we let more people know what's going on? Because, I really had no idea and was so eager to be a part of it. And so, because I have a big mouth, I said, what can I do? And was a little overwhelmed when they said that they were going to put me in charge of some little kids because, despite being a teacher, most of my experience is with not little tiny ones, and I was so convinced that I would make them cry. But I had the wonderful opportunity to work with their summer program. They haven't touched on it much, but they do provide services throughout the summer, and it really facilitates communities that these kids have very little supervision otherwise. And so, the reason that there's some literacy gaps is because there tends to be a lack of involvement. And so, they get these kids out and they provide, story time and enrichment, even through the summer. And for all of us in education, we know that there's huge gaps, that come from the summer break. And so, providing a little bit of a stopgate and providing some opportunity for those kids in those summer months was great. It was, truly amazing to feel like a part of it. I had a very small role, and I was very thankful that my responsibility was minimal. So for all of those people sitting out there saying, I want to do something, but I don't want a whole lot of responsibility, this is the way to go.
Find us. Yeah.
Right. They do a great job of, being organized and knowing what we need so that I really genuinely could just go in. I provided a little bit of basic sign language instruction, but really it was really more about making the connections and fostering some relationships and letting these kids know that there were people out there that cared about them. I think that when they head off to school and they have those positive experiences, they're just that much more likely to build on that positivity as they get into the classroom. And, if anything we can be doing that makes, education exciting, I think is really crucial. And, the Fly program and Inc. as a whole does just such an amazing job of making these kids, feel cared about and a priority. And it's wonderful to be a part of it.
So I hear this word gaps a lot. And Jessica Schultz is speaking up in the chat box. She says, as a teacher, I see gaps in reading in the middle school level still. Wow. What programs do you suggest to help bridge that gap? Mary Alice, take it away.
Well, it's interesting that you're bringing that up because last year, for those of you that don't know, my husband's actually a dean at Sebastian Middle School. And he came to me and said, can you bring your program to Sebastian? And I said, Kevin, the program's for kindergartners and preschoolers. And he said, I know. And I was like, you've got to be kidding. And he said, I'm not kidding. There's so many kids there that, cannot read. So I met with the principal and the literacy coach, and I said, what's going on? And they said they had recently introduced the SIPS program, which please don't ask me what that's the acronym.
Oh, I should have Googled it. That's right. They usually have the Google.
But, and they showed me the information and they said, you can get training in this. Here's our problem. We have all these kids that need to be tested for SIPS, but we don't have time to test them. And I was like, oh, well, can we help with that? And they said, sure, you can get trained. So we came in, I got volunteers, mostly my teachers who, of course, even though they don't get paid for it, come in to help. Deborah helped, some of our staff helped. We went in and we ended up screening over 350 students for the SIPS program. And then from those students, we said, can we help with the program at all? And they said, sure. And so I actually hired someone to do the SIPS program through Fly. So we funded her. She used to be a literacy coach in Jacksonville and then around town, and now she works at Passetti Bay. But I said, "Kate, can you help?" And she said, sure. And she went in and she worked with students, and it was kind of like a pilot program to execute the SIPS program for kids that weren't getting other interventions. And it was kind of complicated. Like, there's different levels of SIPS and who needs it most. And the sad thing for me, to jump on what Jessica said, was that we had kids testing at kindergarten and first grade level, 6th, 7th, and even 8th graders. And that was just, I didn't even know what to say when I saw that, because as you guys know, how do you do anything? How do you take history class? How do you read math? Of course, that's going to affect everything. And it was heartbreaking for me. And I thought, we need to help. And unfortunately, what happened was we did get through a good part of the program, and it was helping. But then COVID happened and we had to shut down the program early. And then this year we didn't have the funding to go back. But we got a lot of positive feedback from them. We said, we'll try to help again when we can. The good thing that happened is there's an initiative over at Sebastian now for literacy in middle school, which I think Mr. King is the head of, and hired somebody specifically for that. So I do think there'll be changes coming, and I'm glad we were a part of shining a light on it, because that's just not okay,
Lindsay Smith in the chat box said she was the smarty pants out there. She said, systematic instruction for phonological awareness, phonics, and sight words. That's a cologne you can wear.
Well, A+.
Thank you, Lindsay. And MA, talk just a few minutes about what you're doing, the new initiative because of the donor in preschool.
Okay. So then in the meantime, all this is going on. And about 2 years ago, Donna was contacted by this gentleman who was very familiar with Nemours Hospital and sat on the board there and all these things, and said, we've been unsuccessfully trying to get Bright Start into the daycare centers. And I said, yeah, we can't do that either. They have programs over there. It's really hard to get into the daycare centers. And he was pretty relentless, kept calling Donna. We had a few meetings with him, and he finally said, we would love to fund it, but we need you to run it because you're doing it successfully. When we've tried to do it, it's not working. And so after some negotiation, we were like, okay, this is the only way I can try it. So we did a pilot at one of the daycare centers last summer, which was kind of weird because we were starting it in the middle of the year. So of course the scores were, a little better, and then it was short. So, I didn't know that would be enough data for them, but it was. And then this year he just said, tell me what you need to get the program, how much do you need to, pay the tutors, and can you do the scheduling? And I said, sure. And so we actually are now in three daycare centers.
That's awesome. Definitely amazing to see that the progression of the program grow. And to segue to, and Lori has seen this over the years, another one of our great programs is the Tools for Schools program, which I believe most people are familiar with. And actually, Donna, you were one of the major helpers to get Tools for Schools in St. Johns County School District. Could you talk to us a little bit about that journey?
Absolutely. Well, I've been blessed to be with the organization, almost 15 and a half years now. And one of the things that, we always love and strive to do is figure out what the needs are within the district. And so it was actually Bev Slough who said, teachers are reaching into their own pockets for school supplies. And we said, well, that's not appropriate. So initially we began, and we just had a once a year collection and distribution where we would just call teachers over and say, hey, come to this location and pick up all the supplies that we have. And that worked well. And the program continued to grow. And then we were able to get a sponsor with the Bailey Group, and we got 2 portables that are housed outside of the Evelyn Hamlin Center, which is where our offices are. And so we were able to then begin collecting school supplies during the summer and storing them. And the program has grown so much to now it's that year-long online event. So you come in and you can go to our website and you can order school supplies, and then some of the students at Evelyn Hamlin in the transitions side will help fill the orders. And then we have some of the elementary students that are EDD that will help. Sometimes we have glue sticks that come in packs of 2, and then we have cases or 12 at a time. So then we're giving them skills because we're able to have them develop, tie them in, break everything apart, and then group them in, groupings of 4 or 6. And so that helps us with the supplies that you order and getting out there to you. So please feel free to outreach and let us know what you need.
Yeah, and big shout out to the Equitable team who's been so helpful this year on getting school supplies out to the different schools, especially in the Northwest corridor. It's harder for us because we're on the front lines all the time trying to figure out and deal with donors. So that delivery process was an amazing help this year from Equitable. So thanks, shout out to Allie and Cassidy and Nate out there. Thank you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
So in the chat box, Donna, Isaac says, teachers at Murray rant and rave about tools for schools. So thank you so much from our Bulldog family. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Isaac. Thank you very much. So I am going to kind of go off line here a little bit because I want to put Andrea O'Brien on the spot and kind of give an idea of what happened to her today. So, Andrea, would you like to share your news?
I would love to. You caught me. I'm literally leaving my office to put stuff in kids' boxes so that I can go pick up my son from daycare. But the ink people were not so nice to me today. No, I'm kidding. They were great. But I did a grant for Community First Credit Union for a book vending machine, and they told me that I needed to answer some more questions today. The donors had some more questions for me, and the donor did ask me a question, and I answered it. It's Missy from Community First Credit Union, and she said, Donna has not been transparent with you. And like my whole countenance was just like, you know what? I knew it was a lot of money. And she said, we saw your video and we wanted to fund it completely. So that's my assistant principal. It was absolutely the highlight of my year so far. So I cried. I made her cry. Davey probably cried. I don't know if Donna cried. I was crying.
I did.
My mom says you're going to cry more or pee less, Andrea. And we keep crying all year.
Yes.
Well,
so it was absolutely incredible and completely unexpected and truly a blessing for us.
We're not surprised. We're not surprised. She's amazing.
I love it. So the cool part part about our grant process is we remixed it a little bit this year to make it easier. And I think going forward, we're going to keep doing this. Was the video submission. That was awesome this year because literally we had people just like, look, I'm walking classroom to classroom or I'm going out to my car and just made this quick, 90-second to 2-minute video talking about the project, talking about how it's going to impact their students or how many students they're going to impact, and really getting that out there. And it was a lot easier than to fill out this arduous paperwork, of a grant. So yeah, shout out to Donna for coming up with the idea of getting that video out there and making it easier for teachers to apply. Donna, did you have anything else on grants? When can teachers start reapplying for the new grants for the following year?
Well, most of the time our grant portals are open in August. There are a few occasions to where we get an opportunity in, from January to, April. So we'll let you guys know. We'll shout up the rooftops, and please, if you have any ideas, because I'm constantly searching for grants. As a matter of fact, we got surprised today. I mean, totally surprised, where we were awarded, and I don't think the three of the team members that are on here don't even know this, but we got $16,000 today to help with student SAT and ACT prep.
Oh wow!
From a totally different, a brand new grantor. So I say all of this to say, if you have an idea, let me know about these ideas, because then I can, when I'm out searching for grants, I'm doing it for the betterment of the kids. And if you have an idea, share it, because it all makes it worthwhile for us.
So Donna, how does that work? Is that just going to be that grant funding is going to go to that one school? Like I know Danny Erb down at Pedro Menendez is working on something like this. So how does something like that work for other teachers?
Well, it really depends. Once I find, because I can Google, and Deborah helps me a lot with researching the grants. And once I Google and find a grant, then we just tailor it to the needs of the grantor and the needs of what's going on within the school district.
And I think
another
cool facet to INC is that we have certain times of the year where funding can be matched. So a lot of times we see like the classroom, it's not GoFundMe, but it's another one. Somebody shout it out. What is it called?
Donors Choose.
There it is, Donors Choose. We see those projects and those are awesome, but if you partner with Inc. on some of those things, at least before you do the Donor Choose, we can at least see like, wow, okay, well, you need $2,500 for this one project. Well, we know a Title I teacher that also needs it, and we have a donor that can match, and then boom, one application for 2 teachers. That's an amazing win-win, right? So those are the kinds of the games that we try to find and play with donors to make sure that we're getting the most return for all that's concerned. So that's exciting with Inc. Lori, talk to us about your journey with Teacher of the Year. What was it like? You're sitting in the audience, and then we say, or Mr. Forsen says, and the winner is, and then take it away.
Yeah, so even listening to him, I still wasn't it wasn't registering apparently. So it was very emotional. It was so nice to have, Mrs. Groves and Miss Sparks there, and of course my husband, and it was kind of surreal. But I felt so honored that night. And to be in a room full of people that are just outstanding educators and to be singled out was amazing. So yeah, it is definitely the highlight of my teaching career.
So what happens after you win? So you win for St. Johns County, but then what happens?
Then you become a part of the network of District Teachers of the Year. We videotaped a lesson, and to whomever is the Teacher of the Year this year, give me a call. I have some pointers for you. Some things I wish I had done differently. And you fill out a packet again, send it to the state. And from that, they pick 5 finalists for the State Teacher of the Year, and they will pick the Florida Teacher of the Year. from that. This year was a little different because about 5 weeks after I became Teacher of the Year, the world shut down. But the state has still offered some chances for professional development that I've had an opportunity to do, to learn to be a mentor to other teachers, a chance to at least via Zoom meet the teachers from around the state, which it's a fascinating group of people, and I'm so excited to be a part of it.
Wait, so talk to us about professional development. Does that make you get even smarter than you already are? Like, why do teachers need PD?
I think that all of us, I'm sure that all the people on this call, we're always looking to better ourselves, to better our practice, to learn more about what we're teaching. And so that's the point of professional development, is to grow in your profession. Through Teacher of the Year, the professional development looks at becoming a mentor to other teachers, which is something that I'm interested in, and that I feel like is an area I could use a lot of growth in. So it's exciting. I have a mentee at my school, and then I also have someone who is mentoring me to learn how to be a mentor.
So outside of what the district offers on professional development, how else, like talk about your math conference that we help fund.
So we being the St. Johns County Elementary Math Council have a yearly math conference. One thing I found from the very beginning is it is very difficult to find groups who are willing to fund professional development for teachers. They'll fund stuff for your classroom. If you know, that kind of thing, I could find grants for that. But finding people who were willing to partner and provide, really high quality professional development, they don't, apparently there's a disconnect between their understanding of better trained teachers is better education for your children. So we decided, I guess it's been about 8 years ago, that we wanted to provide this in our district. And Inc. has been they were one of the first people to partner with us, and y'all have partnered with us to provide, whether it's books for each of the participants, and then we did book studies following it, to do classroom materials that we were able to give to teachers. Those are things that other places are not able or willing to, that's just not their niche. So to find someone who will partner with us to provide that kind of professional development is amazing.
That's awesome. I love that, and I love the journey of the 8 years that you've gone through this. And so, like you said, if there's teachers out there that need help, to reach out to you to kind of get some direction on what's a really good way to pick a professional development conference or moment, like, because I'm sure there's tons out there. How do you vet the right one?
Can you say that? I think I misunderstood.
How do you pick the right professional development conference? Like, there's other math conferences out there. So how do you know this is the right one for our teachers?
Well, first of all, it's been free. And I can tell you from experience, going to the National Council for Teachers of Mathematics, even if you present, is hundreds of dollars, and you have to travel, and you have to have a place to stay, and all of that. So our conference, what we wanted to do was bring high quality people in. So we have a nationally known speaker each year as our keynote speaker. And then we offer breakout sessions for teachers. So what we've done is we've asked people that we've met either at the Florida Council for Teachers of Mathematics or through other ways. Through the Presidential Award for Excellence in Math and Science Teaching, we've had those awardees come and speak in our breakout session. So a lot of times it's what you can afford and where it's at. And this is local, and we've grown to over 100 teachers participating on a Saturday morning. Now, not in 2021, we made the decision to move our conference. Instead of doing a spring conference, we'll do a fall conference.
Gotcha.
Because that was what people asked for. They wanted the conference in the fall so they could get that information and then implement it into their classroom.
Awesome. So that leads me to our final topic this evening, which is Teacher of the Year Twilight Zone 2020-2021. This is an exciting, exciting moment. It's going to be like Netflix in your classroom. We're building a beautiful show full of vignettes of great teachers, celebrities, and administration through 40 Orange and all over St. Johns County School District. So we're excited to share this moment with you, and we're hoping that you guys can rally a bunch of teachers to RSVP and watch with us. We have surprises for people that RSVP. That's a good tip. I can't give away too much of our surprises, but yeah, you might want to RSVP as soon as possible.
That's right. You better not, Davey.
I'm being very cautious. But we have something really special planned. And when Donna and I met with Mr. Forsten, he looked at us and said, there is only one organization that can bring the joy out to teachers. And we have an absolute spiritual moment that we need to give to you. And I cannot wait for the 27th, because it's really coming along well. Leonard Studio has rolled out the carpet. We can use all of their resources as far as media. We're designing for the first time ever is the Teacher of the Year yearbook. And this is going to be an ongoing effort. It's going to be a collector's item. The pages are glued in the spine. Everybody loves that. It's going to be really, really well produced. So you'll see on Inc. social media that this yearbook testimonial thing is going out there. Anybody can participate. And I'm asking each and every one of you, and Deborah will send this flyer out after our meeting, but to get that word out, because all anybody has to do is just Google an inspiring quote and put their name on it, and then we're going to print it in the book. How cool would that be? Because, you know, we have Rookie of the Years and Teacher of the Years on this call, to be able to flip through this book and to know that these community members, these family members, these friends, these neighbors, these aunts, uncles, hamsters, children, dogs, cats, all of them have these amazing things to say to you guys, and they really do. So I'm hoping and I'm praying that we can continue getting these testimonials in throughout the break. You know, you see a great quote, just type it up, hit send. It's real easy. It's right on our website. So I just want to put that out there, and hopefully we can pull something beautiful together.
Hey, Davey, just real quick, I would be remiss before you get to the grand finale here. I would be remiss if we didn't mention our other program for middle and high school students, Take Stock in Children. And this is a program where we bring students in that are about C grade level, and we pair them with a volunteer mentor who meets with them, identifies what they want to be when they grow up, whether it's, you know, pursuing a PhD or diesel mechanic school. And the volunteer mentor works with them to navigate, you know, the trials and tribulations, and oftentimes they're from single family households. And, you know, when they graduate high school, they have a 2-year college scholarship opportunity on our dime. We do not bring a child in until we actually have the scholarship in place. And the beauty about this is that these kids are at promise, and they, you know, just have that ability, but they don't have the financial means in which to go to college. If a student fails out of the system, then we can reassign that to another student. So we never lose those scholarship dollars. So what we need you guys for is to be our eyes and our ears. If you know a promising student that really wants to pursue a career, whether it's, you know, a trade, a technical college, or, you know, like I said, go to a PhD level, send them, let us know. The applications will be open in January, and you know, we'll be making some announcements and rolling those out in the springtime. So,
and forgive me, Donna, didn't we have a student last year go to Yale, I believe? Didn't she elect to go to Yale? Wow, that's an amazing journey.
Yes, full ride scholarship to Yale.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and Kristen's out there. She says, that's awesome. I didn't know that. I want to be a mentor. So there you go, Donna. Great job. Thanks for saving Take Stock on that one. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's an amazing program, and you know, just to kind of give you a snippet, I had a mentor, a mentee for since 8th grade. Her mom had died, and she had a stepfather. She didn't really know her father, her biological father. Within 3 months of her mom's death, the stepfather brought in the Wicked Witch of the West, who also had a plethora of children. I mean, you guys know these stories, you know, and now I'm just so happy to say that she's at UNF, graduating with a math degree, and she will hopefully be a St. Johns County teacher soon.
Wow, that's hey, Donna, I'm just getting a message here. Ashley, it was a let's see. I'm sorry, it's moving so fast. I think she was a Take Stock student. Ashley.
Oh, Ashley
is out there. Yeah.
Yay, Ashley.
That's pretty exciting. So
yes,
she was a Take Stock in Children's student, and wow, that's quite a cool journey.
That is. Ashley, I might be calling you soon.
Well,
we love testimonials.
Donna, how does one become a mentor? We had that question in the chat box.
You can actually outreach to Jim Wheeler, who is our program director, and you know, just express your interest, or you can outreach to me and I can send it his way as well. You know, and we pair mentors, you know, male, female. And right now everything is virtual, so it's even easier.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, is my little elf ready? She's been waiting for this moment. So Lady Deborah has a few surprises up her sleeve. We have, all of you are on a wheel of names in front of me. I can't share my screen because of my clearance level at the district, so I apologize. I'm still on shady. So I am going to wait for Deb to explain our first item that someone in this audience is going to win. Oh yeah, I'm not doing my job. Not doing my job. Okay, there we go. Doing my job. All right.
Well, Davey, for our first door prize, we have, where'd I go?
I don't know.
We have this lovely cozy throw, perfect for cuddling, and a fashion sweater. It's very cute, and it lights up. And it says that it's party animal approved.
That's amazing. That means you can wash it. I know that very well. Okay, so I'm going to spin the wheel. Here we go. Big money, big money, big money. And our first winner is Martin Westall. Congratulations, Martin. All right, Martin, we will get your prize to you. Probably you will get it when you return back to your classroom, but congratulations, you will be able, nice and cozy for the rest of your class. All right, so what do we have here?
Okay, so what we have 9 baskets to show you tonight. So we have a Budweiser set of barbecue sauces.
Oh.
And that comes with a basting brush, yum, and a desktop.
Wait, there's no beer? Where's the beer?
You have to provide that. And a desktop cornhole game.
Oh,
so
wow.
When you have your party.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. Invite Martin. He's got the cozy blanket. Okay, I'm spinning the wheel. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Dun, dun. And
this is hysterical.
Kayla Hunter. Lady Kayla Hunter, congratulations. We will get to your prize to you. Lady Deb, what do we have? What's next on deck?
Yay!
Yay, Kayla. Thanks for chiming in. That was awesome. It was like God. Yay. Hi.
Okay. We have this lovely purse. And you ask, is that all? Well, no. There are 4 $25 gift cards to Longhorns.
Wow, what a surprise.
That's fancy.
That is fancy. Hopefully somebody has blue shoes to match the purse. Here we go. And the winner is Kylie Shea Benetsky. Congratulations, Kylie. That is awesome.
So, Davey, are you marking these for me, right?
You would be so proud of me right now. All right, go ahead for the next gift.
Okay. Uh-oh, 1 second. Okay. Now we have a stunning original painting, and it's numbered and signed by a local artist. And we also comes with a Salt Life gift card
Uh-oh. Hey,
for
hey.
20 bucks.
Get that poke bowl. Okay. All right, let's spin the wheel. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Lindsay Smith. Congratulations, Smarty Pants, Lindsay Smith. Thank you for hitting Google with SIPs with me earlier, Lindsay Smith. That was very nice. Lindsay, got her down. All right, go ahead with our next prize.
Okay, now we have a super cute teddy bear. It's a love bear in a tin, and it's really super cute. Isn't it cute? And you get a scarf, and you also get 3 gift cards.
3?
Three for pizza.
Wow! So they can eat pizza 3 times a week.
Yay!
Look, I know in this day and age, they don't want to make food. They're tired. They want to go home, order a pizza, and be done. Well, congratulations, Courtney Warner! Courtney Warner, our lucky winner. That's pretty amazing. Yes! I love the woohoo. It just validates my job.
You guys are great.
This one is awesome. This one is really awesome. This is for the active teachers. We have an illuminating waste pack, waste pack, whatever you call it. And it flashes. And then you've got the earphones that go with it that are waterproof. Plantronics, very nice.
Very cool. Okay, so let's see who's going to get the wireless earphones and streamlined fanny pack.
To work off that salad, David.
Yes, to walk off that salad. Jelaine Stevenson, congratulations, Jelaine. That is pretty awesome. Got it down. All right, go ahead with our. So
for the next one, it's what we're calling a Staples gift basket, and this really cute journal. It has a hot cold coffee cup, a scarf.
God bless that scarf. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
And a $20 gift card to Everything Bagel.
Oh, how nice. Look,
yeah,
so the best chicken salad on the planet. I swear by her chicken salad. It's amazing. So please, whoever wins this, what a treat. Okay, here we go. I know, Bird. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Hannah Gardner. Congratulations, Hannah.
So, Davey, for this one, I need to begin with, and just stay with me on this, okay?
Oh, all right, I got
so the headbands. We started out with headbands.
Uh-oh.
Then we've got a curling iron.
Ooh.
Okay? And you're saying, what?
Yeah.
Well, then we have a gift card from Primpin' Ain't Easy.
Because it isn't.
For $100.
Wow.
It's a beautiful salon.
That's awesome. Yeah, Stephanie Green, owner of Primpin' Ain't Easy, amazing lady, loves teachers, big, huge supporter of Ink. Let's see who wins this. It's going to be Lauren Woods. Congratulations, Lauren.
And so last but not least, we kind of have a random fun goodie bag. And so we've got
a cornucopia of vision.
So we have like a Bucky bear, and if y'all are not familiar, Bucky goes with us almost everywhere. So we have a Bucky bear stuffed animal, and we have a cable, we have a USB cable, we have a stapler, we have...
That USB cable is an iPhone charger with smiley face emojis on it. I picked it out. Very happy.
Yes, it's very cute. And we've got this beautiful paperweight. Honestly, it would look beautiful on your mantle.
What is it? What is it of?
It's a bird.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Well, we have a lot of bird watchers in the audience, so that's very nice.
And then we have two, along with that, we have 2 gift cards. One from Everything Bagel again for 20 bucks, and one to Publix for 20 bucks.
Hey, that's amazing. That's really cool. Okay, so let's see who our last winner is today, and it's going to be Rebecca Welu. Congratulations, Rebecca. Very awesome, from RB Hunts. Well, folks, thank you so much for participating in our talk session. We have another one coming up in the springtime. We always pick hot topics that we're dealing with the classroom, whether it's behavioral or whether it's something that curriculum that we want to talk about. So please stay tuned. Enjoy this moment. If you are a Toy or a Roy, please answer our emails because it's super important. We've got to get some answers, but right now you guys are off the hook. Everything's good. But thank you so much for being here. We love you, love you, love you so much, and it is an honor to be your advocate every day. So thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Happy holidays.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
You guys rock it.
Thank you. Bye.